Boy, oh boy, I didn't expect to make a video about this. I didn't even think I was going to make a video about this, but I couldn't help but watch The Critical Thinker, or The Critical Drinker, I should say. It's a channel I don't ever watch. I don't really know anything about it, but I decided to look into this Snow White controversy going on. I kind of been ignoring it because, like, honestly, I don't really care about Disney too much. This isn't anything new. Like, everyone knows this. I don't care about Disney movies. I haven't seen a single one of these like classic Disney movies outside of The Lion King. Like, if I'm being honest, that's the only one that I've seen. I haven't seen The Little Mermaid. I've never even seen The Little Mermaid. I don't care. These were not movies that were like targeted towards me. I think the only Disney franchise movie series that I liked was Pirates of the Caribbean, and they butt fucked that franchise to the ground. So sorry, Johnny Depp. I'm sorry what they did to you, but at the same time, I don't really care because you're a celebrity. I don't really, want to get caught up in celebrity shit. Ironically enough, we are talking about one. So this lady named Rachel Zegler, or whatever, I guess she's playing Snow White, and boy oh boy is there already a lot of shit wrong with this. One, she's not white. Snow White. There's not going to be dwarves in this movie, because that is, I guess, insensitive. I don't know, from what I hear, that's insensitive to be called a dwarf, despite them labeling themselves as dwarves, or tiny people, or mini people, or whatever they want to be called. Whatever the PC term, that means exactly the same thing that they're trying to fight the wording on. It's literally the same thing. It means the exact same thing as the word that you don't like, but the meaning is exactly the same thing. So it's just like, okay, I guess. It's like people get mad when you say fag, when you could be talking about a gay person, or a bundle of sticks, or even a cigarette. Does it matter? Who cares? Like, honestly, who gives a shit? It doesn't matter. But some people want it to matter, and they want to get offended by it, and they want to, be angry. And that may sound like I'm being offended by this. I'm not. I really don't care about this. I just find it very interesting how much he has apparently sunk in this movie's opportunity in making money, and I find that hilarious. Because she's doing literally the Brie Larson thing, where she was just like shitting on like the audience for Captain Marvel. She's like, I don't want this movie to appeal to white straight men. Well, guess who buys your comics primarily? It's straight white men. And there's a lot of gay people that do comics too, but usually, who's reading your Captain America comic books? It's usually a white guy, I'm sure that black people are probably going to be more interested in reading up on Black Panther. Just saying. I mean, I might be wrong, but it makes sense to me. I don't know. I'm not a nerd. I don't read comic books. I don't even like comic book movies. Usually. There are some exceptions, like Hellboy. Hellboy was fantastic. 2004 Hellboy. Not that new one that they made that was just complete garbage, because, Ron Perlman wasn't in it. But whatever, I digress. Man, I'm looking thin, ain't I? I've been sick as fuck all week, and I've lost 15 pounds. Was it COVID? I don't know. I went to the doctor and she said she didn't think it was, but I have symptoms of, the virus that apparently has all the symptoms in the goddamn universe, but whatever. But I'm looking at this Snow White one. And apparently she's not going to be looking for true love. She's going to be a leader, because her father said she could be a leader. So, just everything that I'm hearing and read about this movie, it's just, they're not even doing Snow White. They're just saying it's Snow White. Like, nothing in the movie is apparently going to have anything to do with the original movie. So it's a remake of nothing, but it's still called the same as, it's a cash grab. That's what this is, obviously, right? I'm not crazy, right? Like, all of these Disney movies have been cash grabs, and I remember I had people getting mad at me a couple years ago when I was saying this about The Lion King. They're like, oh no, just Bazzbe, The Lion King is going to be great. The Lion King was so bad. The Lion King was so bad, my child's mother, and I hate talking about toilet humor. It is not entertaining to me at the very least. I don't find it funny. But my favorite thing about the Lion King movie remake is my kid's mother decided to leave the movie theater, and we always went out of town to go to the other movie theater. So she drove out of La Habra all the way back to Whittier to go shit at our house, so she could take as much time away from that movie theater to not watch the movie because of how disappointing it was just to go back to the movie afterwards. She was gone 45 minutes. She was gone that long to go dropping shit because she didn't want to watch The Lion King. Because she hated what they did to it. If that doesn't speak how bad these movies have been, I don't know what does. And here's the thing, my kid's mom is nothing like me. She's not this kind of person that I am where I shit on everything. She's not like that. She actually hates that I do that. It's part of the reason why we weren't really compatible, to be honest. But even she has the same mentality with this shit that I do, and she was the biggest Little Mermaid fan I have ever known. Like, Ashley has so many Little Mermaid tattoos, she has all the merchandise, she has everything. She's obsessed with this shit. One of the very first things that my daughter learned was Dingle Bopper, because it's like the fork or whatever. Because Ashley's obsessed with it. My kid's mother is obsessed with it. So, finding out that Ariel was not going to be, well, Ariel, she was going to be Shanae or whatever the hell they called her. I guess she was Ariel, I don't know. It's not really Ariel, but whatever. And Blizzard. Disney did it because they said, oh, well, this actress or whatever was the best cast. No, you did it because she was black and you knew it was going to be controversial. You're trying to appeal a very certain demographic of people instead of just creating something new. You're just trying to rebrand it. They're trying to do the thing where you get like a white bucket of paint, you drop just a little bit of any other color, and it changes the whole bucket color. That's literally what you're doing. You're trying to just redo it for some reason. Instead of just saying, hey, you know what, instead of ruining this white bucket of paint, I should just go get a completely different bucket of paint for the color that I actually want. Why not just do that? Why not just make a movie, a Disney princess? You do understand, Disney, you can make new Disney princesses. It's more profitable for you to make an entirely new Disney princess of a different race, origin, whatever, and, you know, just wait about 2-3 years, because that's what you did with fucking Moana. You waited like less than 10 years to already make a live action of it, and then, you know what? You can go and make a live action of that. Ta-da, you just made twice as much fucking money, but instead you wanted to go back and redo The Little Mermaid, you wanted to go back and redo Snow White, and the 7 full-grown men, but this is what your idea was? I don't know. I mean, you can't really be surprised that, you know, you're getting all this negative feedback, negative attention. You know, YouTube comments may be disabled, but we're not dumb. We all know that you're not overruled in these. It's more of like these, but YouTube's trying to pretend that it's these. You know, to save your ass, but, you know, whatever. I don't know. I'm just a guy that makes YouTube videos from his bedroom with the lowest production ever, and even I can see that you guys are full of shit. And this is why I do not support the mouse. I can go into Disneyland for free for the rest of my life. I have that ability. Fun fact about me. I have access to Disneyland anytime I want. You know when the last time I went to Disneyland was? About 1.5 years ago. That was the last time I ever set foot at Disneyland. You know why? Because I don't support the mouse. I hate the fucking mouse. I hate Disney. And I know they control everything. But this is why I'm very picky about what I watch and very picky about what I do and purchase. I don't support the mouse. And I do not want my daughter supporting the mouse. At the end of the day, that's just what it is. I think the only Disney thing that I like indirectly support is Hulu. And that's just because Bleach is on Hulu. And I have to watch Bleach. Because it's my favorite anime, so, you know, I don't know. Classic Bazzbe video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see everybody in the next video. Have a good day. God bless, and goodbye.